But see these volunteers, they are creating these raised beds. They've made them from scratch today, been at work here for about an hour. They also prepared the soil. They're going to be growing fruits, vegetables, herbs in this community garden here outside of the Salvation Army Chicago Temple Corps. Lots of teamwork and collaboration underway right now. And this again is one of 2 Salvation Army sites where volunteers from Marriott International are working today. They're also at our Freedom Center in West Humboldt Park, making blankets, personal care kits, items that'll be given out to the people that we serve. Here are a few more of those raised garden beds. Looking good. Still some work to do. And you can see I was told that these tools and materials, a good portion of them were donated today. So a lot of people helping to make this possible and helping to make a difference here on the west side of Chicago. Yeah, and again, you know, the Salvation Army is so thankful for this partnership. Our generous partners here will have a long-term impact on this community through this garden, through a place that can serve as a gathering spot for the community, people of all generations to be able to come together and spend their time.
How about,
and you know, just to reiterate, volunteers play a tremendous role in helping us to serve our community. And there are so many ways to get involved. If you're seeing this right now and wondering how you can get involved with the Salvation Army, head to our website, salarmychicago.org, and there is a specific volunteer tab that you can click on. You can find out different opportunities in your community. With more than 24 facilities here in the Chicago metropolitan area, but we're present in every single zip code. So there is a way to help your community, your hometown, your neighbors with the Salvation Army. All right, take a look at the teamwork going on here.
there, we're good. Okay, okay, go ahead. You're up. I got the ruler.
Checking everything out, looking good. And let's talk to one of the volunteers here today who is from Chicago.
Yes.
Thank you for doing this. Tell us
Absolutely.
your name and tell us your hotel that you're from.
My name is Philip Wright, and I am with the Marriott Marquis Chicago.
Marriott Marquis Chicago. So this is your community. This is where you live, where you work. Why is it important to you to help out today?
Well, working in the community, it's definitely important for us to get out and give back to the community. Spirit to serve is definitely at the forefront and a huge part of the Marriott culture. So to work in the area and to be able to come out and give back, it's very important for us to be able to do that.
How does it make you feel to see this work in progress right now?
It's great. It's great to see lots of smiles. Everybody's out having a good time. Just really enjoying doing something that's a little bit outside of what they're used to doing. But it's always great to get out in the community and do a teamwork activity and give something back to the community.
Yeah, you had told me, I know I've talked to a couple others today that are not quite expert gardeners here. Have you learned something on the job?
Yeah, actually I have. So, as we are getting in the warmer weather, I'm thinking about maybe taking some of the skills out in my own backyard, hopefully.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for the impact that you're making, and thank you for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I appreciate it. So let's take a look again at the work in action. We've got more volunteers coming out here outside of the Salvation Army Chicago Temple Corps. And thanks to Francine, who's joining us and saying looking good. I'll pass that along to the volunteers.
We're gonna put paper on the bottom, and then we're gonna fill up
And again, we're outside of the Salvation Army Chicago Temple Corps. Volunteers from Marriott International are out here helping us today for close to 4 hours. They're building a multi-generational community garden, and one that involves getting the site ready and making the raised garden beds from scratch. It's been a lot of work today so far. They've had to cut and measure everything, transport it outside, and get the site totally ready. And we're so grateful because volunteers play such a big role in the work that we do in the community every day. They're truly integral, and you can get involved too. If you're interested, just head to sellarmychicago.org and click on the volunteer tab.
Here's when it's done. We've got a wheel.
Again, this is part of Marriott International's Day of Service.
Oh yeah, we drilled all the holes.
And this community garden outside of the Chicago Temple Core will serve as a place where adults, seniors, kids, family members, friends, community members can come, gather, and work together. So that's what's going on here right now. Look at the work. It's a beautiful day to be outside. A lot of people working together. And these are Marriott employees from all over the country that we've spoken to, part of Marriott International's Day of Service. They're here in town for a conference, and a lot of them excited. Tell me that they're anxious to make an impact, and even if Chicago is not their hometown, not where they live and work, they're really excited to be a part of this project. Volunteers are also at our Freedom Center in West Humboldt Park right now. They're making fleece blankets, personal care kits for us to give to the homeless, and we are so grateful. So thank you for joining us, and we'll talk to you soon.